The overwhelming majority of individuals readily embrace technology within their personal lives, whether in the sort of smartphones, smartwatches, or apps that are used for private finance to non-public fitness and everything in between. They create the life simpler, more convenient, and more efficient. Aside from generating much-needed statistics, tons of those technologies actually save time and analyze patterns in our day-to-day lives. This means that folks simply need the proper incentives from their workplaces or from governments, should they be used within the public sector. Invest in the infrastructure. If the utilization of technology goes to be cumbersome, its uptake goes to be disappointing too. Another requisite for creating a culture of technology adoption lies in making the infrastructure around it, including IT networks and systems, software, processes, and practices supportive and user-friendly. Without both investment and a thoughtful execution plan for brand spanking new technologies, it's difficult to convince employees of the advantages of adopting new technologies. While this will be a tough sell from a budget perspective, having some extended view on the chance cost the business faces from cumbersome, outdated technologies offered without the proper support systems may help make the case. Make the reskilling and learning a part of the plan. On similar lines, education and reskilling go an extended way in enabling the proper quiet culture. It's telling that one McKinsey global study found that 87% of executives were either already experiencing or expecting skill gaps in their workforce within the subsequent few years. But instead of thrusting new technologies upon employees, organizations should provide them with the proper training and support to raise, use and adapt those tools. This will look very different counting on your industry. But an honest question to start out with is that the relevance of the individual within the evolving nature of labor. Don't make it piecemeal. Organizations must have a long-term strategy toward the creation of a culture that encourages and embraces technology adoption. A piecemeal approach to tech adoption and implementation may desire short-term progress, but won't cause the creation of a digitally focused mindset. And it'll not end in a clean departure from legacy systems or attitudes. Understand how governments and policies are involved. Governments also play a task in fostering and inspiring a culture of tech adoption. The proper quiet culture often percolates from the very best authority, creating a conducive environment for technology to thrive. They lay the legal groundwork and build the ecosystems that attract tech entrepreneurs, who successively drive innovation. Be it Silicon Valley or Singapore, public policy features a role to play in getting the ball rolling on new technologies and ways to make stronger research and knowledge sharing. With heightened concerns over data flows across borders, governments will need to work closely with private players to make sure that both sovereign and economic interests are safeguarded. And a few small and medium enterprises, SMEs, are being incentivized by their governments to digitalize faster. A major example is Singapore, where the government is incentivizing SMEs to travel digital. This is often a part of the stimulus packages announced by the government to support businesses combat the economic impacts of COVID-19. Technology has the potential to create a positive culture and purpose. It will, doubtless, further organizational potential. But technology, culture, and purpose will be got to become better integrated if we would like to create enduring and sustainable organizations and societies of the longer term.